Hi, good morning everybody. Welcome to the Early Bird. I'm half in the bag, so please bear with me. And I'm gonna leave my glasses on, guys, because I'm gonna do a glare test, all video, when I edit this. So I wanna see how that looks and get an idea what's happening with it as I move forward with this project. Okay, guys, we seen a monster game yesterday. The game of the playoffs so far, easily, I would say, in this playoff round. Let me make sure something, guys, because I'm half into it. Yes, okay, my audio is on. Okay. What a game yesterday, and guys, I just flaked out before the winning goal. I just couldn't last. I swear, you know. And then I got a text message from my friend Dave, and I knew for sure Florida had won, or else he just wanted to text me. We were both pulling for Florida in this series. So let's take a look, guys. Tkachuk, Panthers defeat Hurricanes in 4 overtimes in Game 1 of Eastern Final. 3-2 final. The numbers. The Panthers had 60 shots. The Hurricanes had 65. The faceoffs, 46% Florida, 55 for the Hurricanes. Panthers 0 for 3 in the power play. The Hurricanes 2 for 6. 46 hits for the Panthers, 35 for the Hurricanes. Look at the blocks. 38 blocks for the Panthers, 39 for the Hurricanes, and the Panthers had 12 giveaways. The Hurricanes had 16. Shots on goal. First period, 12-10 Carolina. Second period, 8-5 Florida. Look at the third, 14-2 Carolina. They tied up. We'll talk about that later. First overtime, 7-5 Carolina. I thought even in that overtime, Florida were the better team. Second overtime, 10-10 each. And then we go to the third overtime, 11-8 Florida. Fourth overtime, 14-9 Florida for that 65-60 total. Scoring. Seth Jarvis gets his 5th of the playoffs from Aho and Burns at 19:48 of the first on the power play with 12 seconds left. Look at that. 1-0 Carolina after 1. You would figure they have all the momentum. Second period, Barkov finally wakes up from Duclair and Verhaeghe at 15:28, tying the game at 1. A big goal at the time. It was such a big goal because they just needed something to happen, you could feel in that game, and they tie it up. Next goal you felt was going to win it too. Then Verhaeghe scores at 17:43 to give Florida the lead going into the third. And then the third period, Neeson, from Jarvis and Necas at the 3:47 mark, again on the power play. So we head into the overtimes, and look at this. First overtime, no goals. Second overtime, no goals. Third overtime, no goals. Yes, the play of hockey's back, folks. And the fourth overtime, Mr. Clutch, Matthew Tkachuk, gets the goal at 19:47. 13 seconds left in overtime from Sam Bennett, the grinder. All playoffs. I tell you, these two guys are integral pieces if this team gets to the finals. Florida wins 3-2. I'm happy about this game. I was so happy they won. When I say, oh, thank goodness they won. Yes, I'm leaving these on. I've got to check the glare after, so I'm going to leave them on. I'll look a little to each side just to get an idea of what's working, what's not. Look, as this series unfolds, it's going to be... it's going to come back to this game, I believe. I believe that this game is going to be the game that we're going to look back on and say that might have been the series right there, because this was two and a third games in one, guys. We're talking like this was 7 periods of hockey. Both teams are spent. Both teams are sore today, tired. I guarantee some of them are sleeping in today. I doubt there'll be a practice for either team. Probably be team meetings, and that'll be it, because they got to keep what energy they have for tomorrow night's game. As this moves forward, it looks more and more to me, folks, like Bobrovsky is the Conn Smythe winner this year if this team just gets to the finals. If they just get to the finals, Bobrovsky was stopping everything yesterday. Like, if you go look at the highlights, it doesn't show the 2-0. You know, like there was just, I can go on and on about Bobrovsky. I think you get the picture. This guy was just a beast yesterday. But you know what? So was Anderson for Carolina. He was really solid too. He was confident, making saves, flipping the puck to the ref. I mean, the goalies were in the zone yesterday in this game. So this was a fun one to watch. I missed out at the very end. I just did. I flaked out because I was on Neocitrins and they knocked me out, and I just flaked out. And then when I seen I got a text from I didn't even read the text. I wasn't well enough. I said, I'll just read it tomorrow morning. I seen that Abe had texted me. I told you Tkachuk was going to score. And yeah, good. I'm glad they won. I really am. I'm really, really happy they got this. And Tkachuk, it's about time that he gets back on the score sheet, if you know what I mean. Like, there's been some big games lately he hasn't scored in, and he couldn't have picked a better time. It seems like his timing's amazing in this playoff. This is one hell of a solid hockey player, this Tkachuk. I'm telling you, this is the type of player I wish the Sabres would land somehow, some way. But we might have one in Dylan Cozens like this guy in a few years. We'll see what Cozens becomes, but Cozens is showing more and more of a scoring touch and a mean streak all at the same time like this guy. So, you know, this is not Calgary did not win this trade. They just did not win this trade. You know, they did what they can with the bandage job they could, and they're feeling it now. I'm sure the Flames fans watching one of their former sons do all this stuff in the playoffs. But it's fun to watch. I gotta say, watching this Florida team on this run, guys, I can understand now why they got in. You know, that's why I always believe in destiny. When a team's destined to make it, there's a reason. And this year, Florida showing they were destined to make it for a reason, guys. I mean, this is not something I think the Sabres would have done this year. Not what they're doing. No. This looks like more of an experienced, smarter bunch, knowing how to handle the pressure. You know, how to handle the grit better than we would. Their goaltending. Could have Levi maybe equalized this? Probably. He probably could have, you know. But maybe he's just not ready yet. You know, it's kind of soon to be throwing that on his shoulders. This is a fun run. This is a fun run that Florida's putting together. And I really hope they get next game. Guys, I really do. You know, as Sabres fans, we know we want the Hurricanes knocked out. You know, we just do. And we also want Vegas knocked out. And we want the Stars knocked out. But if, you know, tell you what, one of the teams in the West is going to get knocked out, either the Stars or the Golden Knights. So that's, you know, that's the gold trim for us, no matter what. One of those teams is getting knocked out, and if two of them can get knocked out, then there's one left standing, and hopefully Florida can get the job done in the finals, would be, you know. But again, way too far to make that judgment call, but I would love to see this be the team that wins the Stanley Cup this year. It would just be such a great story for hockey. It really would. All right, guys, done for this one. I'm going to go edit, lie down, and try to get my health back. And I want to see how the glare in my glasses look. Please, guys, you know, let me know. Oh, God, I'm telling you, this is the mission now, guys, with me painting the wall and doing all this stuff. It's got to be to get rid of the glare. That's the main thing. All right, guys, see you in the next one.